Thank you.
Thank you, Barb. And just am really, really happy to be able to kind of say we're up and back to work. It's been a terrible year for us, and it was a big tragedy when we heard about and went through all the processes that we went through for COVID. But now we're back at it, as somebody said recently. So you just heard Barb talk about the volunteers, and in fact, with the exception of Barb, who volunteers about 3/4 of our time and gets paid for a little bit of it.
Don't tell Elle and I.
No, that's what we all are. We're all volunteers, and because we feel very deeply that there's an opportunity here to give the community a really first-class historic facility that will be not only a history museum, but it'll be a place for groups and companies to come and share history with their employees or with their friends, and then as the exhibits change regularly, come back every 2 or 3 months and enjoy seeing something new at the museum. So it is going to be a great asset to the community, and we couldn't do it without the volunteers. And so this is my plea to all of you to talk it up and ask others that you know about opportunities to volunteer and work with the organization. We're always looking for board members and for Board of Advocate members, but now specifically we've got a couple of real needs. One, we need a social media volunteer, somebody that could work with us 6 hours or 8 hours a week to help us move forward. We are already up, and as you know, on Facebook and with blogs, but if we had somebody that had some more time and knowledge about social media, we would really be able to ramp up our outreach to the community. So that's a key volunteer position. We also need history researchers that can help dig into the artifacts and dig into the other community opportunities and really back up our stories and work with us to get more written history that we can use in our exhibits. Another volunteer position is cataloging. I think you've heard that or know that we have over 65,000 artifacts that were in the process of being cataloged from the last several years with our curators. That process is obviously stopped, and we need to get back and start doing more cataloging of all of our artifacts, so that eventually we'd like to put them all online, the key pieces, and so that people can search on them. And that takes a lot of work, putting all the data into a system to let people understand the keywords and to be able to catalog and to search on items. So we have those needs, and probably as important or more important is that this year we really need to kick off our capital campaign. So we'll be relying on our board members and our volunteers that we currently have to help us design a capital campaign and get it going. So it's hard for us to contact a lot of people and do that, but now I think with the vaccines getting into all of our arms and we're getting better with our masks, we can certainly gather in small groups and talk about supporting a museum from a capital standpoint. And the markets have been pretty good this year, so there should be some people who want to help us out financially. So, boy, that's a lot to ask volunteers to do, but we certainly need your help. And you're the heart of the organization. So I'll turn it back over to Joan, I think. But
Yes.
please consider volunteering for us and let any of us know if you can help us in these special ways.
Thank you, Bill.